Alrighty guys, what is going on everybody, and welcome back here to another live stream here for today. Hope everyone is doing good out there. Glad to have y'all here. So we are here with the coverage of Lee that is currently causing a bunch of problems across portions of Nova Scotia, as well as portions here of the Northeast. We're definitely going to need to be watching this here over the next little bit. But anyways, my friends, what's up everybody? Hope everyone is doing good. Let's go ahead and see who we got ourselves for today. We got ourselves Azur, we have Kala, we have Scott, we have, let's see here, Finn. What's up, Finn? Hope you're doing good. We have Andrea. Let's see here. We got ourselves Logan. We have TNT. What's up, dude? Hope you're doing all right. Let's see, Dennis. Let's see, Gregory. What's up? Let's see here. Team Kenny coming in with a support here. Let's see, being a Category 1 member for 10 months. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciated. Very, very sweet of you. Thank you so much. Let's see here. Kyle says, congratulations, Team Kenny. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much, dude. Very, very sweet of you. But anyways, my friends, well, right now it is post-tropical, meaning that it is no longer a tropical cyclone. Let's see here. Tabletop coming in with your support as well, right off the bat. Thank you so much, dude. Let's see. Tomorrow, severe weather in North Carolina, question mark. I'm not very sure. Okay, there's a little bit of severe weather possible, mostly for the coastal areas here. Let me show you real quickly before we dive into this. So we got a marginal risk out there for portions of Georgia, you know, South Carolina, as well as, you know, portions here of I almost called it New York. That's North Carolina there. Let's see, 2% tornado threat here. Tomorrow, a 5% chance for damaging winds and no chance for hail. Once again, dude, thank you so much for that. Greatly, greatly appreciated. You absolutely rock, my friend. Big, big thank you. Once again, Team Kenny, you as well, my friend. You guys are awesome. We love y'all. Thank you so much for the support. But anyways, yeah, no, like I was explaining, guys, the storm right now is, like I said, currently post-tropical. We are seeing this thing sustained of 70 miles an hour with gusts up to 90 right now. The central pressure has been observed at 968 millibars. And this thing is, you know, actually scraping by the western side of Nova Scotia right now. It is, like, literally right next to this. This was a 2 o'clock p.m. update. So officially it has not made landfall quite yet. It looks like it's going to be making landfall across like Central Grove, Westport, Freeport area here up there in basically extreme western Nova Scotia. That's kind of what it seems to be doing here. But it is literally scraping right next to Nova Scotia. It seemed like most of the models had it impacting these areas here. But it did move a little bit more to the west here overall. Let's see here. What's up, Tuloco? Hope you're doing good. Let's see here. Dennis says, all right here. What's up, Dennis? Hope you're doing good. Let's see here. Robin says, hi, Andrew. What's up, Robin? Hope everything's good with you. Glad to have you here. Let's see here. Does severe weather Missouri. Looks like it's that before it reaches St. Louis. Well, like I said, we're gonna be mostly focusing on the tropics, but no, there's no threat for St. Louis for severe weather. A couple thunderstorms possible today, but that's about it. We do got ourselves actually a severe weather threat up there in like Missouri, Kansas, Nebraska, Iowa, Illinois, and Wisconsin. Real quickly, this will be the last time we talk about it for at least for now. But yeah, we do have a margin risk up there for severe weather. Same thing down in Texas for today. No tornado shot, just hail and damaging winds is the only concern. So that's that. But anyways, let's go and hop our way back over here to the radar view, guys. Look at this. Absolutely crazy. We're getting a lot of heavy rain across portions of eastern, kind of central portions of Maine here. This was kind of expected overall. All of that precipitation is basically just wrapped its way into the northwestern quadrant of the system here. Like I said, we're getting a lot of dry air that's really driving its way up here into the storm here, which is allowing for places, like Nova Scotia to really not see too much rainfall overall. I mean, it's definitely a little dry out on that side here overall. Let me actually go ahead and show you guys the latest information here regarding the expected rainfall totals from the Weather Prediction Center here. Here's the latest updated forecast here overall. So for places out there by Cape Cod, we are talking about 1 to 2 inches of, 1 to 2 inches of rainfall being a possibility out there. And then, of course, we get ourselves areas here along the eastern side of Maine across this dark green color. This is kind of where we're expecting, right around 2 to 4 inches of rainfall, 4 to 6 inches of rainfall across the eastern side here of Maine on the very far eastern side being possible. We got a little speck right there. I don't know if you see it, showing 6 to 10. I don't know how much I trust that, but, that is essentially kind of what we're seeing here, though. It's just, still a lot of heavy rainfall is expected across eastern Maine, as well as New Brunswick. New Brunswick in Maine is going to be experiencing the heaviest rainfall out of this system overall. Obviously we have maybe portions of western Nova Scotia. I feel like they might be overdoing that a little bit, considering there's no precipitation over there right now. It is very dry on that side of the storm right now. Let me go ahead and show you guys what I'm talking about. So you can actually see here, based off of the infrared satellite view, how all of that convection, all of that rain and all of that stuff is pushed to the west here overall. And you can see there's really not much over Nova Scotia right now. But yeah, that's kind of what it looks like. And obviously we're getting a lot of reports out here. Tons and tons of trees down. We're getting lots of heavy wind reports as well. 52 miles an hour on that one right there. Let's see here. Yeah, a lot of... here, let's actually pause this on the latest frame here. Trees down on Route 187. We got ourselves, let's see, large maple tree fell in yard. Not very good. Let's see here. 41 mile per hour gusts reported by NWS. So the National Weather Service reported 41 mile per hour wind gusts out there. This is basically in southern Maine by Portland, slightly to the north of Portland. And yeah, no, we've had a lot of reports over the last little bit. You can see a lot of these ones here too. Power lines down. Apparently there's a lot of power lines down. Let's go and take a look at the power outages here. I'm actually curious to see. Oh, wow. Holy cow. Okay. So when it comes to power outages, apparently Maine is not doing so hot. Look at that. So we're talking 94,000 people without power in Maine. Let's see here. Out of a total of 852,000 people tracked. So that, my friends, that is some, that's some pretty hefty power outages there, especially there towards Washington County, Hancock County, let's see, Waldo County, and Lincoln County. So that's that. Hey, look, we found Waldo. But anyways, but yeah, no, the heaviest looks like it's in Washington County in general. Looks like a bit of Texas power outages too, probably due to that severe weather we've been seeing there. Anyways, but yeah, no, Maine is definitely starting to feel the rafts of this here overall. Let's see here. Devin says, hi, Andrew. What's up, Devin? Hope you're doing good. So thanks for the updates. You're very welcome. I really appreciate your dedication. You do a wonderful job. Well, thank you so much, Devin. That's very sweet of you. I appreciate it. Like I said, I try to do my best here. I want to keep everybody informed and, get everybody, prepared for the storm. That's obviously what we care about here. So, but thank you so much for the very kind words. Very, very sweet of you. Let's see here. Strong winds, but not much rain here in the south shore of Nova Scotia right now, says Bush Baby. Yep, yeah, honestly, I can see that, because obviously that wind field is still intact, but it's the rain that's really not. Like I said, there's really not too much rain happening with the eastern side of the storm here due to all that dry air we saw drive its way into the system. Here's the current wind field, guys. So this is where the storm, so this is where the tropical storm force winds are located right now. It seems like all of Maine right now is experiencing near tropical storm force winds. So this big circle here, what I'm currently circling over, This is where we are seeing potentially tropical storm conditions here. Winds between 39 and 56 miles per hour. Then, of course, we have that inner circle across the yellow, pretty much across central, western Nova Scotia, into southern New Brunswick, as well as eastern Maine here. This is the region kind of where we're talking about, 57 to 73 mile per hour winds overall. So, kind of mid to upper level tropical storm force winds in these regions here overall. Let's go and take a look at some buoys. Let's see here. We got 46 mile per hour wind gusts out there. Looks a little dark. Let's see. When was this updated? At 1:30? So this is about an hour old. Looks very dark out there. Got that one bright camera. So, yeah, definitely pretty hefty out there. Let's see. What's this guy doing? 49. Let's see. Gusts up to 49. Sustained of 38. Look at those white caps. Oh, wow. Look at that. Some pretty nasty waves out there, it looks like. Let's see here. We got some more. Yeah, these are old data. The ones that light up yellow, I believe, are old data. Let's see here. 44 gusts on this one. Yeah, looks like pretty rough seas out there. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell because you obviously can't see the horizon line there, but it definitely is probably some pretty, or it is definitely some nasty waves out there. Waves were expected to be pretty nasty overall. Let's see here. What's up, Liam? Hope you're doing good. Glad to have you here. Let's see. Weather Tracker says hi. What's up? Hope you're doing good. Pulling Ball, hi. What's up? Let's see here. We had gusts of 104 kilometers per hour so far. Wow. That's pretty hefty. That is definitely pretty hefty winds out there. And, like I was saying here, guys, the winds are really starting to increase across portions of New Brunswick. Like I said, we're starting to see a lot of the inner winds overall starting to work their way in towards, New Brunswick overall. So that is what we are seeing here. The system is currently, like I said, scraping right by the western side of Nova Scotia right now. Literally, like, scraping right by the side. Let's see. Nova Scotia says power outages. Nova Scotia is 146,881 people so far. Wow. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of people. In Maine, we were just tracking out here in Maine, y'all. In Maine right now, we're seeing almost 100,000 people, nearly 100,000 people without power. I think that just went up since the last time we looked at it, which is pretty crazy. But yeah, no, a lot of Maine is definitely feeling some power outages from the storm here. Obviously, a lot of power lines coming down in general and stuff like that. But yeah, no, that's definitely something we need to look out for. It's the power outages for these regions. But yeah, nearly 100,000 people without power in Maine. Let's see. Massachusetts, we got about, nearly 2,500 people. It's not too bad out there in Massachusetts. It's mostly Maine that is experiencing the heaviest power outages right now, and will more than likely remain that way. But it looks like every single county at least has 1,000 people without power in it, except for this one, Aroostook. Aroostook, I think that's how you say that. Let's see here. Pretty sure Nova Scotia has 1 million people in total. Yeah, I think so. Sorry, went down the wrong way there. Yeah, no, I do think so. Like I said, it's a decent population. It's a decent population. I'm just going to hop you all back over here to the satellite view. But like I was showing you guys here, we do have ourselves a lot of that dry air on the right hand side. So right now, Nova Scotia is really not seeing too much precipitation out of this here. As you can see, I mean, we're seeing most of that rainfall, most of that precipitation on the left hand side here. Like I said, it's very, 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 heavy rain out in those regions there. Let's see here. What time is it hitting New Brunswick? So Nicholas, it'll be hitting New Brunswick here probably later on this evening. Let's see. I'd say right around 6 p.m. Eastern time. Kind of what I'm thinking. Let's go and hop you over here to the cone. I'll show you real quickly. So the storm right now, as of the last 2 o'clock updates right here. So that circle's where the center is at. It's just to the west of Nova Scotia. Has not made landfall yet. And, it's probably just going to be scraping. It looks like it's just going to be scraping past, Nova Scotia here. But then it's going to be pulling its way up here towards, New Brunswick here. And it looks like in New Brunswick, it'll be making landfall possibly near St. John. That's kind of where it seems like landfall could be possible. So that's something to look out for. And it seems like at that point here, this would be right around 8 o'clock p.m. over here, but obviously a couple hours beforehand. I'd say probably around 6 o'clock or so is when this landfall is going to happen across New Brunswick. Then, of course, it's going to continue pushing its way up here to the northeast. Obviously the cone has become pretty skinny. So we have a lot of agreement here between the models overall of what this system is overall doing here. But, yep. So, yeah, you'll be expecting those that landfall, later on this evening, essentially. Let's see. Andrea says, remember how I said there's a chance of storms off the coast of Costa Rica? Could form in the Caribbean, not Florida, or just in the Gulf. I do not remember you saying that. I don't, unfortunately. Let's see here. See, good to know. Thanks. I'm just outside of St. John. Hasn't been too bad so far. Well, Nicholas, yeah, that's good. Like I said, be safe out there, my friend, because like I said, the center is kind of tracking its way here to the north. Okay, it's tracking its way in that general area here of St. John. It'll be over there in a little bit. I don't know if I have radar. Wait, hold on. I think I have radar actually. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Let's see. Let's go and take a look at Canadian radars here. Yeah, it's very dry. All right, we're gonna get rid of this wind field, y'all. I might pull it up here. Let's see. Oops. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna remove this wind field, y'all. Current wind field, we're gonna turn it off so we can actually see the radar a little better. But yeah, no, you can see there's hardly any rain at all falling across Nova Scotia. You can see most of it's actually falling throughout New Brunswick right now. Between New Brunswick as well as Maine, that's where the most of the rainfall is being felt right now overall. Here's Maine's radar. Let's go and play that in motion. You can really see that counterclockwise motion on it. Got some pretty heavy bands out there by Bangor. Let's see, you've got some winds pretty gusty too, up to 49. You can't see that, but we're talking around 49 mile per hour wind gusts out in those regions there. Whoa, hold on a minute. 60 mile per hour wind gusts been reported out there by, let's see here. Lunenburg. Is that Lunenburg, actually? Might be Lunenburg. But we got some pretty nasty wind gusts being reported out there as well. Let's see here, 45 in Halifax. Let's see here, gusts up to 58. Wow. Man, that is crazy. That is definitely getting a little gusty out there, that's for sure. 55 mile per hour wind gusts inland, too. Yeah, like I said, those coastal areas here are getting hit. See, Liverpool apparently 0 miles an hour. I don't believe that. It's just a broken mesonet. But yeah, no, the heaviest wind seems to be across that we're reporting right now. Seems to be across like Halifax region. It's crazy. Let's see here. Kathleen says, "Hey Andrew, what's up, Kathleen? See, just checking in before I leave for the afternoon for my birthday. Well, happy birthday to you, Kathleen. Hope you're doing good. Like I said, hope you have a great birthday today. Let's see here. There's a couple sites with live webcams in New Brunswick. Gotcha. Yeah, the thing is, I just don't know if they're copyrighted or not. I can't, some things I can't show on the stream, while others I can, unfortunately. Let's see here. About the storm, I don't think the NHC has issued a chance for it to form. Let's see here. Keep an eye out there. Could end up very nasty, like the Dahlia, fingers crossed. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, right now it is actually under hurricane force winds now. Right now we're talking sustained winds of 70 miles an hour with gusts up to 90 right now. Let's see here. See, I'm starting to see big rotation in the distances. Mitchell, well, stay safe there, my friend. Nicholas says, my lights just flickered. Oh, hopefully don't lose power. Unfortunately, it seems like a good possibility that a lot of people are going to lose power here, but hopefully that is not the case for you. Yeah, we don't want to lose our power now, y'all. But yeah, but like I said, here's the current satellite view, guys. Like I said, we have a lot of that dry air, really pulling its way in over Nova Scotia right now. Like I said, it's basically allowing for not a lot of rainfall to be falling across these regions. Meanwhile, you are getting the strong winds, but you're not getting the precipitation overall with this guy. We'll go ahead and switch you guys back over here to the radar view to show you. Like I said, here's a radar in central Nova Scotia overall. And you can see how, the precipitation bands, there's a couple of them, obviously, across, central, north-central sides of Nova Scotia here. But the heaviest rainfall you can see is in New Brunswick as well as Maine. Maine and New Brunswick is where the heaviest rainfall is at overall. So, that is that. That is that. Let's see here. Will Central Maine be affected? Yes. No, Central Maine is definitely being affected by this right now, actually. Whenever it comes to Central Maine, I mean, we're having gusts up to 51 reported out here by, let's see here, Greenville Junction, kind of there for the west central side of Maine. So those winds are definitely pretty strong across those regions there. Not sustained of any hurricane or tropical storm force right now. Got 32 sustained over here, apparently, near that one Greenville area we're just talking about. So, and a lot of rain. A lot of rain is the big thing here with this one. Let me actually bring you guys over here to the rainfall projections. Like I said, here's the latest rainfall expectancy from the, from the Weather Prediction Center overall. This is the latest, expected projections overall. And you can see how we have areas here along eastern Maine, as well as central New Brunswick as like the heaviest impacts regarding rainfall. So yeah, that is what we are seeing here. You can see we have 2 to 4 inches across the the dark green area, 2 to 4 inches there. We have yellow, showing 4 to 6 inches of rainfall across those regions there. So that is what we are showing you all for the. Like I said, this is what we are seeing for the latest rainfall outlook. But yeah, the heaviest is expected across those regions there of eastern Maine into central New Brunswick overall. So that is what we are seeing here. Let's see here. I'm in central Maine. Will I lose power? It's possible. It's possible. Yeah, there's already almost 100,000 people without power in Maine right now. Let's see here. Do I see the line shooting out of the storm on radar? I think those are just glitches. Yeah. Melissa says, thank you. You're very welcome. You are very, very welcome. Let's go and see. We're going to hop you all back over here. Actually, before we do that, I want to go ahead and show you guys the surges. I guess I got rid of them. I guess where the surges are mostly over with. Yeah, no, it makes sense. A lot of the surges is over for the United States, it looks like. But still, we have those heavy surges still occurring in Nova Scotia overall. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, here's the wind history of this thing. I mean, this thing has been a beast. I mean, look how large the wind has been. So across the yellow, that's showing the areas that experienced tropical storm force winds. And across the red, that is where we have seen hurricane force winds. You can see really how large. I mean, it was pretty narrow. Obviously hurricane force winds were pretty narrow there for the beginning. This is right around the time it became a Category 5. And then it started really growing in size once it worked its way up through portions of, the northern Caribbean, throughout the western Atlantic, and into, near the regions of the Gulf of Maine. Yeah, mostly to the east there. But those hurricane force winds stopped just before it hit in Nova Scotia. So that is good. That is good. Let's see here. Trevor says, I'm in Debert, Nova Scotia, close to the Bay of Fundy, and the winds are crazy. Let's see here. We can literally hear the trees snapping and power outages everywhere. Wow. That's crazy. Well, be safe out there, my friend Trevor. Like I said, if there's any questions you might have, let me know. Let's see here. Coming in from central Nova Scotia, power is out. Strong gusty winds early, but has slowly been getting weaker. That's good. Well, Electro, like I said, please be safe out there, y'all. Everybody who's in Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, Maine, y'all, please be careful with the storm here. Like I said, we'll be tracking it for a while today. To make sure that you guys are up to date and prepared for the system. That's that's all we care about. Let's see here. DJ says those are not glitches. They are glitches. Yes, they are. These are glitches. Trust me, for somebody who studied meteorology, I know these are glitches and not some crazy conspiracy theories. Let's see. Melissa says, thanks, man. My backyard trees are blowing over. Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, definitely pretty strong winds out there as well for New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, as well as Maine. Yeah, as Maine. We are definitely seeing some pretty hefty winds out there. Like I was showing y'all, we have ourselves, like I said, 51 mile per hour wind gusts reported there in kind of west central Maine, which is pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Let's see here. CB says, hello from St. John, New Brunswick. What's up? Hope you're doing good. So, yeah, like I said, we're seeing St. John, St. John area. That is where we are possibly going to see this landfall, actually, in New Brunswick. So that is something to watch out for. The storm right now is just to the west of Nova Scotia in general. The heaviest effects right now are probably being felt there, along the western side of Nova Scotia in general. But yeah, we are going to be seeing that, potential landfall near St. John sometime in this early evening, late afternoon, early evening today. So that is that. Let's see here. CB says, lost without power. I am lucky so far. Hopefully you stay that way, my friend. Yeah, losing power sucks. Trust me, I know that. It sucks. Let's see here. Gregory says, Andrew, any thunderstorms going to happen in the Midwest, Great Lakes anytime soon? Yeah, we talked about that earlier, Gregory. There's a shot for a couple severe thunderstorms today, but we're mostly focusing on the tropics for now. Let's see here. Matteo says, hello, what's up? Hope you're doing good. See you later, Liam. Let's see here. Melissa says, I'm getting, I'm getting very high and gusty winds in central Maine. Oh, gotcha. Well, Melissa, be safe out there. Yeah, a lot of Maine right now is experiencing a lot of heavy gusts, as well as a lot of rain too. These regions we're expecting, anywhere from, like I said, the models were kind of showing here anywhere from 4 to 6 inches being a possibility. So we're talking a pretty good amount across the eastern side of the eastern side of Maine in general. So that's that. Let's see here. Let's see. Is there thunderstorms in Chicago today? Don't think so. There's a possibility for a few thunderstorms, but nothing severe. Let's see here. Love for Jesus coming in with a $20 super chat. Thank you so much. That is so sweet of you. Love for Jesus. You did not have to do that. That is very sweet of you. Thank you so much. That is so sweet. Big thank you goes to you. Love for Jesus. Y'all, please give them a big shout out in the chat. Thank you so much. That is very nice of you coming in with a big support here. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Love for Jesus. Very, very sweet of you. Thank you so much for that. Very, very nice. Big thumbs up goes to you. Thank you so much once again. Let's see here. Digby Neck, Nova Scotia. Let's see here. Landfall. Skinny. Let's see. Lee's Path. People are live on that thing. Oh, is that this right here? Is this what you're talking about? Yeah, it looks like it is going to be going over that area. Like I said, right now the storm is, right in this area here. Let's see, the latest update was at 2 p.m. This was about an hour ago. Yeah, and they were showing 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts, 70-mile-per-hour sustained winds with gusts up to 90 at this point. So that is what we've seen there. We have St. John. I think near St. John's going to be experiencing that landfall here. Once again later on this evening. Kind of late afternoon. I'd say early evening actually. Let's see here. But yeah, once again, thank you so much, Love for Jesus. That's very nice of you. Very supportive and very, very sweet. Thank you, seriously, from the bottom of my heart. It means a lot. Let's see. How fast is Lee moving? Let's see here. So Lee is moving north. Let's see. I just realized we're at advisory 45. Holy cow. But Lee, let's see. Lee is currently moving north at 22 miles an hour. 22. So it's moving pretty quickly. It's not moving too slow. Let's see. Do we think it will have much impacts on St. John? Yeah. No, I think it definitely could have some, decent impacts. I mean, like I was explaining here, by the time it passes near St. John, it's probably still going to have sustained winds of nearly 60 with gusts up to 70. So it'll probably be like that, yeah. Let's see here. Tell the Lord thank you. Just obeying. Oh, well, yeah. Amen to that for sure. Thank you so much once again. That's very, very sweet. Let's see. It's passing by Maine fast. Yeah, like I said, it's definitely moving pretty quickly. It's definitely moving pretty daggone quickly. Like I said, here's the latest radar loop overall. And, you know, you can see that a lot of Maine is getting the heaviest precipitation, and even in the New Brunswick, you know, you can see that. But then we work our way into Nova Scotia, and there's hardly any, you know, hardly anything at all going on there. I mean, we got ourselves, you know, a little bit of showers and stuff like that, you know, happening. But, you know, that's that. Let's see here. I see 155,000 people without power in Nova Scotia, says Jim. Wow. It's crazy. That's a lot of people. Yeah, and let's see here. Let's go and update the Maine area. So we checked on Maine here a minute ago. So this was last updated at about almost 10 minutes ago. So this was showing us right around 94,000. Oh, it went down a bit. Wow. That's, apparently either they calculated it wrong or they repaired some already. Or people got it back. Very interesting. Let's see here. 968, still pretty strong. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, 968 millibars is still a pretty hefty low. That is for sure. Let's see. Winds from the hurricane started increasing in Newfoundland and, let's see, Labrador. When I went for a walk at the beach an hour ago. Gotcha. Yeah, please be safe out there, my friend. I live in an older wooden house on the coast of St. John, says Michael. Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely be careful there, my friend. The winds are going to be getting pretty rough out there. I mean, you can see for yourself. According to the National Hurricane Center, we possibly could be seeing those wind gusts still up to 70 miles an hour by the time it reaches those regions in general. So, you know, just be safe out there. Be careful. And, you know, we'll make sure to, you know, keep on watching this here for a little bit. Let's see here. Melissa says I'm not getting affected that much. That's good. That's good, Melissa. Hopefully it stays that way, you know. My dad's visiting St. John's from Minnesota. Hopefully he hasn't, hope he's okay. Hasn't texted me back recently. He's in St. John? So he's right in the path of that thing. Well, hopefully, you know, praise goes out to him. Hopefully he, you know, pulls out of this all right. I think he'll be fine. Like I said, I think the main concern for these regions, though, is just, you know, like trees falling down and, you know, maybe a little bit of coastal flooding. But other than that, I mean, it's, you know, a typical storm that you guys are probably used to in some of these regions. But, yeah, it's just more of a tree falling down concern and power outages and stuff. How are the buoys looking? Let's look. We haven't looked at the buoys here in a few minutes. Let's take a look at this one. Let's see. A lot of these are out of date. We have this one right here. This is like the only one I see with cameras right now. Look how dark it is. I mean, it's not even nighttime. This is at 2 o'clock, and look how dark it is. That is just crazy. Kind of hard for you guys to see that. You know what? I'm going to full screen this for you guys. There you go. You guys can see it a little better now. Yeah, look, those waves definitely look rough. That's for sure. Let's see. The latest buoy, this was updated at 2:20, so this was 28 minutes ago. And we are seeing, let's see, we are seeing sustained winds of 38 with gusts up to 46 overall. That's that. Let's see. DJ says, dude, that is a steady pulse to the glitch. The others are pumping that storm. That is not true one bit. That is definitely not true. They are complete radar glitches. So DJ's talking about these beams right here, thinking they're pulses that's strengthening the storm, even though we have some that are going away from the storm too. Those are literally radar glitches. It happens everywhere. It doesn't just happen when there's storms. I mean, there's a lot of things that have glitches. I mean, it's not just you know, those radars. I guarantee if I switch to the radars, which I'm not going to really do too much, there's going to be more glitches like that. I mean, that's just typical radar. It's not pulsing strength in the storm, whatever you're saying. No, it's not. Let's see. Melissa says, what's the highest wind speed in central Maine? From what I've seen so far, the highest winds I've seen in central Maine is 51 mile per hour wind gusts. Let's see here. This one's 49. Sustained winds I've seen, the highest is there towards Bangor, and we're talking right around, you know, 35, sustained with gusts up to 49. Let's see. Yeah, so that's that. And like I said, of course, later on this evening, guys, this thing's going to be making landfall out there towards New Brunswick. We're talking essentially, let's see, right around 8 p.m., right around 8 o'clock p.m. or so. We are going to be seeing, sustained winds here of right around 60 miles per hour with gusts up to 70 at this point. So we'll need to still watch out for the storm even at that point. And, of course, it works its way here to the north. It's going to be passing near Prince Edward's Island. At this point, we're going to be seeing sustained winds of 45 with gusts still up to 60 right around the morning tomorrow. And then it's going to continue moving to the east here between Newfoundland, essentially, and Labrador. Between those regions there. And it's going to continue on for the next little bit, but it'll be post-tropical. I mean, like I said, right now it's already post-tropical. It is no longer considered a hurricane or a tropical system. It is what we call post-tropical, which basically means that it is, a system that no longer hosts tropical conditions in general. Let's see. Here, let me see. I'm here in Yarmouth, Nova Scotia. So far, so good. That's good, Trevor. Please be safe out there, my friend. Let's see here. Kyle says, for real. Let's see. Melissa says, thanks. You're very welcome. You are very, very welcome, my friend. But, but like I said, here's the latest, y'all. The latest radar, stuff like that. You can see there's a lot of heavy rain. I mean, like I said, all of that rain is being pushed its way up here. Pushed its way up here to the northwest side. So, that is that, to the northwestern side overall. That's where all the precipitation's at because, like I was showing you guys here, we have ourselves a lot of dry air. Like I said, a ton of dry air. I mean, you can see the system does not look so healthy right now. It's because it's literally getting uppercutted with a bunch of dry air here. So basically we're getting a lot of just dry and low humid air, really low humidity air. It's a bunch of dry air on the right-hand side. And, that's actually leading to these areas out there by Nova Scotia right now with not much rainfall. It's really not too heavy out there. Meanwhile, if you look across Maine, as well as, portions here, even leading up into New Brunswick, you can actually see here that we are seeing more of those vibrant colors, more greens, more yellows, which is representing, more thicker clouds and overall heavier rain. That is what's going on out in those regions here. And obviously we can actually see that there from the radar's perspective too. Here's wrong screen. Here's the radar across Maine overall. And of course we have Nova Scotia here, in which we are seeing, a little bit of rain, a little bit of rain showers, but it's definitely not any solid heavy rain like we've been seeing here across Maine and New Brunswick for the last little bit. Like I said, here's New Brunswick's radar. Got a few of these bands that are pretty hefty, pretty hefty bands, and definitely going to be bringing up to some accumulations out there. And like I said, right now, whenever it comes to it, regarding the latest rainfall potential, we are expecting the heaviest amount of rainfall to be across these regions here, including eastern Maine as well as New Brunswick overall, where 2 to 4 inches of rainfall is a good possibility. With across the yellow, some areas could experience maybe 4 to 6 inches of rainfall, being a good possibility. So that is that. Oh my gosh, my mom just sent me an image. So to my OG supporters, do you guys remember Stormy? Remember my Stormy cat when I was down in Florida? Does anybody here remember Stormy? I don't know if any of y'all do or not. I have a cat in Florida named Stormy, and I haven't seen her in a while. And my mom just sent me this picture of Stormy. That's Stormy now, y'all. For the people who have not seen Stormy in a while, that's Stormy. Just wanted to share that real quickly. My mom just sent that to me. That's so sweet. I miss that cat. But yeah, so like I was showing you guys, we're talking 4 to 6 inches of rainfall at the heaviest across, eastern Maine into basically central New Brunswick overall. They did not, remember when we were mentioning, guys, that they were going to, probably not issue those hurricane warnings? They did not. They still have those hurricane watches out, which at this point are void because it's things under hurricane force right now. So that is good. So yeah, those hurricane warnings did not materialize overall. They did not materialize. So that is good, but they still definitely experienced the upper rafts of tropical storm force. That's for sure. Definitely is pretty crazy out there. Let's see here. Do we have any new reports coming through? We've got large maple trees falling over in Maine, apparently. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and hop y'all over here back to that. Let's see here. You got Stormy as a kitten, I remember. Yep, for sure. Let's see. I had a kitty named Stormy. Aw, that's sweet. Yeah, I'm excited to see her. Like I said, I'm moving down to Florida. My brother has lived in Florida for a long time, and he got a new house, and so I'm moving in there with him, and I get to have my cat again. Excited for that. But yeah. So we did have a lot of reports out there by Maine. I mean, look at all these little wind reports here. We have trees across, Jellison Cove Road. Let's see. Forest rangers responding to a tree down trees, wires, trees down, power poles snapped. So it seems like all of these are mostly just like trees, branches, power lines. Yeah, trees with wires. And that would make sense. Like I said, considering the power outages we have going on right now. The power outages we have going on right now. Let's see here. So last update was at 92,000. Now we're back up to 94,000 people. Last update was at 247, which is almost 10 minutes ago. That's the last time the site was updated, was at 2:47 p.m. But a lot of the heaviest power outages between Lincoln and Washington counties in Maine right now is where the heaviest power outages seems to be at. Obviously, that's based off of population density. So, obviously the more darker means that, more power outages per people, I should say, rather than, number of total power outages in general. But, yeah, Washington County has like 31,000, almost 32,000 people alone without power out there. I mean, it is definitely pretty crazy. Let's see. How come I didn't take Stormy with you? Unfortunately, I couldn't at the time being because there was a lot of stuff going on at the time. But I am happy to say, though, I am now going to have Stormy again. I was gonna take Stormy. I was planning on it, but it just did not work out there at that time. But yeah. But thankfully, she's coming with me now. Let's see here. How are the tropics looking at the end of the month? Could be pretty active. There's some signatures that, could be some more tropical systems. We'll need to watch out there for it. But we'll keep that on the back burner for now. Like I said, right now we'll just focus on Lee for the most part. When am I moving to Florida? The 7th. Let's see here. The 7th of this upcoming month. We had 2 cats named Thunder and Lightning. Oh, that's cool. I love that. That's awesome. But let's see here. So we do have a little bit of storms popping off in Texas. I'll go ahead and mention that real quickly. Got a little marginal risk out there. A little bit of storms popping off. Same thing for portions of Iowa. Like I said, that little dark green area, that's where, a few severe storms are possible today. But, this light green color, this is where a few thunderstorms are possible, but not supposed to be severe. So, yeah, for the most part, nothing extremely crazy going on over there. But, yeah, the main event is obviously with Lee right now. Let's see here. And Hurricanes front row seat. Absolutely. You know it. You know it for sure. Let's see. I hope these people in Maine have generators. I'm sure they do. I mean, I'm sure they're probably used to, having their power go out because of snow. Yet alone, I mean, they're obviously not used to this. They're obviously not used to these, tropical storms and stuff like that. But I'm sure they have power. I'm sure they have generators overall. Let's see here. Who traced the blue lines on this map? They just gave up as soon as they hit Canadian border. So this is from the Hurricane Center. These are the tropical storm warnings. The dark blue lines you're talking about. They're not perfect, as you can tell. But yeah, no, those are tropical storm warnings issued from the National Hurricane Center. They still got those tropical storm warnings in place for coastal Maine too, for literally the entire coast of Maine. Hold on, you guys. I'm gonna grab a drink real quickly. But they still have it for the entire coast of Maine there. Those tropical storm warnings in general, as well as they have them up here for Nova Scotia and New Brunswick areas. So that's that. Let's see here. Do I know what time severe weather in North Carolina will be tomorrow? Not really. Not too well known on that right now. Like I said, it doesn't seem to be anything extreme either. So, I wouldn't worry about it too much. But, if it turns out to be something significant, me, I'll be live on it. But I don't see any need to be live for it right now. Let's see here. What's up, Court? Hope you're doing good. But yeah, Nova Scotia, it was the Hurricane Center that did that. All right, let's go ahead and see. We're gonna hop you all over to the radar for a minute. So here is the here's the current radar view. So yeah, we have a lot of those strong strong winds, as well as a lot of heavy rain. So I think this is a glitch. I am 99.999% sure this is a glitch here. But according to the to one of these weather stations here out there, and actually this is in New Hampshire. Apparently, let's see, what is that? 73 knots. That's definitely fake. That is definitely not true. But let's see, we have a glitched anemometer there. Let's see. I felt 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts before, but there was no hurricane. Yeah, no, I've done that same thing here as well. Gotta get that caffeine, y'all. You know, gotta get that caffeine for a long day. You know. Let's see here. I felt 100-mile-per-hour wind gusts from a microburst. Wow, that'll even knock you over. It could. That's definitely pretty hefty out there. Let's see here. I'll tell you what, y'all. We're gonna see. Let's see. They don't have any more recon today. I think they're done flying in the storm from now on. I don't think they're gonna be flying into the storm anymore, considering it is now almost to the point of landfall. We still got some models. Yeah, the models start like right over this. Yeah, so it definitely looks like it's gonna be going over there near. Where's that? St. John. It seems like that's where a possible landfall expectancy is. Oh my gosh, dude. I think the spaghetti models go a little crazy right now. They pull up and then they go completely like what? Oh my goodness. A little glitched, if you could probably tell. But yeah, no, there's the wind field, guys. So like I said, that yellow area, that is where the tropical storm force winds are located right now. So they are, yeah, the tropical storm force winds right now is in these regions. So we're probably experiencing the worst of the storm right about now, if not a little bit ago. You know, we're definitely experiencing it still pretty strong right now. This is one of the heaviest parts of the storm. But yeah, you can see there across the yellow. You know, those are where the tropical storm force winds are at. Luckily, those hurricane force winds have died out. No longer hurricane force, which is good. Yeah, continuous. It's going to pull north, but here very soon, it's going to start pulling to the northeast. And right now, it's actually pulling to the, you know, like I said, right now it's actually pulling its way here to the northeast. Let's see. Do not use this map to make decisions. Absolutely. Yeah, they're just spaghetti models. You obviously got to know how to read spaghetti models. That's just for the people who don't know what they're doing, essentially. Here's the intensity, actually, off of them. You can see how we have the, yeah, the intensity is just dying. Just dropping from here on out since we are, let's see here. Since we are just seeing this thing, you know, completely fizzle out right now. It's definitely losing a lot of its kick for sure. Let's see here. So let's go ahead and pause this on the latest to see, is that a new one? Source Co-op Observer, a 54-mile-per-hour winds being reported out there by, let's see, Eastport and Calais. How do you say that? Calais maybe. But that areas we just reported. Co-op Observer reported the winds of 54. Wow, look at this. Got some reports of 4.3 inches of rainfall over here, 2.1 over there. These are from the public and one from Train Weather Spotters. Let me actually, you know what? That actually makes me want to look at the. Here we go. Storm total precipitation. Here we go. All right, let's look at this. So this is according to the radar. Now to take it, like I said, this is just an estimate here, but it definitely looks like about 2 inches of rainfall has fallen across some of these regions here. Not too bad, not too bad. Let's check on Massachusetts here. Oh wow. Yeah, Cape Cod really didn't see too much out there. You know, mostly under 1 inch, essentially. You can see a lot of heavy rain, though, just off the coast of Cape Cod. I mean, if this system was a little far west, a little bit further west, we would have got a lot of rainfall across Cape Cod. They dodged out. Any chance for tornadoes? So on these systems, on the right-hand side, there usually is a shot for cyclone-induced tornadoes. But since there's a lot of dry air on the right-hand side, I don't think they're going to be too much of a problem. Let's see here. How is it spelled? Let's see. C-A-L-A-I-S. However you say that. Is that callus? Callus? Let's see. See, that's where I think 73 knot wind gust was. Yeah, Logan, I think that's where the... Are you talking about the that false report, potentially? Let's see. This one right here, 73 knot. Yeah, because like I said, I think that's a glitch. Because at one point, the temperature was measuring in the 40s too. I saw that before I went live. Is that the temperature from that station was also in the 40s, which I know is a little bit not true, considering all the other ones around it are in the 60s and nearly 70s in some areas. Let's see here. Call Interesting. Ethan says, how you doing today? I'm doing pretty good, Ethan. Hope you're doing good yourself. Glad to have you here. Let's see here. Man, oh man. Yeah, look at that. So you can really see. So as I was explaining to you guys a little bit ago, for the people who's just now joining us, there's a lot of dry air. I mean, like I said, a lot of dry air on the right-hand side of the storm right now. And the left-hand side, there's a lot of saturated, a lot of moisture-filled air across, Maine as well as New Brunswick. Those are the areas where I've been mentioning that we're probably going to see the heaviest rainfall. That's pretty much what we mentioned here a couple of days ago before the system made landfall. Is, due to that dry air, it really seemed like. It really did seem like we were going to see a lot of that precipitation kind of pushed to the west overall, in which, in the current observation field, that seems like that's the case. All right, anyways, let's do a little update, y'all. So power outages here. This was the last update was at 2:47 p.m. Eastern. Right now it is 3:07 p.m. Eastern. Last update we had 94,000 people without power. Let's go ahead and refresh this now. 95,000 people. So we did go up a little bit. Yeah, it looks like the heaviest counties that, seems to be out there by, see, Washington and Lincoln. Those areas look to be the heaviest without power as of now. But you can see a lot of Maine. I mean, a lot of Maine is currently without power. Let's take a look at New Hampshire. Let's see. I think New Hampshire's, 3,500 people without power in New Hampshire out of 755,000. So most people still have power in New Hampshire, which is good. Yeah, it's mostly just Maine. Somebody told me as well, I think it's near like 150,000 people without power in Nova Scotia. Probably due to those strong winds. Trees falling down. Let's actually go back over here. Yeah, trees falling down and all of that stuff. On power lines, which is, definitely not good. Can't go wrong with French pronunciation usually. Yeah, for sure. Let's see. KN says sustained winds of 70 and 90 mile per hour wind gusts is pretty insane. The gust I felt 70 lasted quickly. Gotcha. Let's see. Rain says that's fantastic. Absolutely, is 100% fantastic, isn't it? Let's see here. Oh, here we go. Active outages. Let's see. Affected customers is 160,314 people. Thank you so much, Mitchell. Greatly appreciated. Let's see here. Was that Joeen? I'm sorry, I don't know your name, dude. Use a different font. It's kind of hard to read. Let's see here. So said fence flew off into the yard here, and Baccaro, Nova Scotia. Wow. That's crazy, dude. Yeah, please be safe out there, man. If there's anything I can do to help out, please let me know. I'll definitely try what I can do. Like I said, to keep y'all informed. That's obviously the point. To keep you guys prepared and informed and stuff like that. Let's see here. And like I said, guys, if you want to send any photos in for us to share on the stream, we do have ourselves our Twitter at NWW116_WX, which I'll briefly show you guys my page real quickly. Just to kind of show you that this is the region here. So here is my page. If you guys want to follow us, once again, it's at NWW16_WX. Tag me on, like I said, tag me on Twitter. Whoops. Tag me on Twitter, and I will show it to the stream, okay? Let's see here. Here in New Brunswick, we have 35,000 power right now. Oh, Austin. So I'm hearing two different things. I heard that there's 160,000 people without power. Wow. Oh, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. I read that wrong. Wait a minute. See, active outages, 1,632. Affected customers, 160,000. Let's see, update 100. Oh, okay, 160,000 customers without power in Nova Scotia, but we're used to it. This is Trevor. Gotcha. See, it's Joey. Yeah, the font is insane. Gotcha. I thought it was Joey. I'd seen a little tail. I was like, wait, is that a Y or is that an N? But anyways, well, at least I know. At least I know now. Did it skirt by Nova Scotia? Yeah, it did. Like I said, it scraped right by Nova Scotia. I mean, right now, like I said, it's literally on the side of Nova Scotia right now. It looks like it's going to be making landfall by St. John. Later on, late this afternoon, early evening today. My internet's being glitched, says Melissa. Could be from the storm, That is a good possibility. Let's see. Yeah, Nova Scotia was 160,000. Wow, it's crazy. Let's see. Slow chat is annoying. Yeah, I agree. It is. The reason we have it though is because there's a lot of people who like to spam. So that's why. That's why my moderators did that. But let's see here. All right, we're gonna hop over to the let's see. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and take a look here back at some of the more of the satellite imagery here. I actually want to take a look at more of the water vapor aspect here. So let's go and hop you all over here. So this right here, my friends, this is the current view of Lee, and you can see there's this big this black streak that just rips its way up across the eastern side. Like I said, that's basically very dry air, very very dry air that is just shooting its way up here over Nova Scotia. You can see how there's more white across like Maine. That is showing the more more precipitation and stuff like that. That is where the heaviest precipitation's at right now, is in Maine, as well as New Brunswick. I mean, we got a little bit of precipitation out there towards like central western sides of Nova Scotia right now. I mean, it's just a little bit, nothing too extreme. But yeah, like I said, that's the reason you're not seeing a lot of rain out in those regions, is because there's a lot of a lot of dry air overall. Let's see here. These areas have really low population density, so to be honest, it could be worse. That's true. Very, very true. Let's see here. Kevin says it's sunny here in Prince Edward Island. For now. For For right now. Let's see here. So Prince Edward Island here. I mean, obviously you guys are in the expectancy of going to be seeing some stuff. Yeah, you can see right in this region here. There's really not much clouds. It's mostly clear for that area. But I do expect that to change. Is it pretty windy out there, Kevin? Like, how do you know how windy it is right now? Because unfortunately, my mesonets don't go out there. Let's see. Pretty sure that Calais is low elevation too. Parts of it close to sea level. Oh, that's for that area we were talking about. Let's see here. This one right here. Right there. It looks like it's a decent way inland, though. Wait, hold on a minute. The infrared's in the way here. Let's see. We're just going to turn it off for a second. Oh, okay. So it looks like there's a little channel that goes near this region here. Yeah, a little channel there. Let's see here. Let's do water vapor. Oh yeah, no, this really shows you the that air, that dry air just getting sucked its way into the right hand side of the storm here. Let's see here. Seems a bit of storm surge too. Yeah, that's not surprising. You know, that's definitely not surprising here overall. Let's see here. Kevin says, yeah, it's windy out. Not too bad though. Gotcha. Yeah, you know, like I said, the winds are going to be increasing by the time we work our way towards those areas here. Here, let's go ahead and switch our way over back to the main screen here for a minute. So whenever it comes to it here, like I said, the forecast cone, you know, as it approaches near Prince Edward's Island here, it's actually forecasted to, you know, have winds here of around, like I said, right around 60 miles an hour, sustained with gusts up to 70 potentially just before it gets over in that region. So we'll have to just, you know, we'll keep an eye on it overall. Let's see here. Proxy coming in here. What's up, Proxy? Hope you're doing good. Coming in with a $30 super chat. Thank you so much. Proxy, we love you. Thank you so much for that. Saying hi, injured everyone. Thanks in advance for great hurricane coverage. Proxy, you're very welcome. Thank you so much. That is so sweet of you. We love you, Proxy. Hope everything's doing good with you. Thank you so much, y'all. Proxy, you know, thank you so much. Y'all better give Proxy a big thank you for all the support that Proxy's given us. Thank you so much, Proxy. We love you. Thank you once again. Very, very nice of you. And like I said, it really, really helps us out. Thank you so much, Proxy. Much love to you. And you are very welcome, my friend. You're very, very welcome. Big, big thank you, though, Proxy. Thank you so much for that. Let's see here. Can I turn on MS? Oh, let's see. I can turn on the pressure, actually. Oh, there we go. Let's see. Maybe I can turn on the... Let's see, basic winds too. Ah, there we go. Oh, I'm not even on that screen. Hold on, I'm just gonna switch y'all over here. There we go. Yeah, so now I got the overall view. Yeah, so like I said, you can see all that convection, all of that moisture on the northwestern quadrant here for the most part. The right hand side is you know, pretty dry from all that high pressure. You know, we had that high pressure. Bringing a lot of dry air for the Ohio Valley, and that just got sucked into the storm here. Let's see here. But once again, Proxy, thank you so much. We love you. Very sweet of you. Let's see. Tabletop says, any hurricane possible down the line. We got another storm we're watching. Let me show you real quickly. It is Nigel. Let's see. It hasn't developed yet, but Nigel is the name. Right now it's Tropical Depression 15. But this one's going to be, you know, mostly cutting out to sea from what it looks like. It seems like it's mostly going to remain out to sea. It is going to get a little close for comfort near Bermuda. Obviously, it's going to be, you know, mostly to the west, pretty far. But we're still probably going to feel some effects maybe with the rip currents and some, you know, big waves and stuff like that. Overall, we got another little area over here, actually upgraded from 20 to 30% chance of formation here. So that's upgraded now. And we got another area out here towards the eastern Pacific. We got a little depression over here. This one's not supposed to do anything, really. It's just going to die out there. I believe it's a shear problem. I'd have to dive more into that here to talk about it, but it's just going to die out regardless. But other than that, I mean, we got ourselves Margot. Margot's still going on. Tropical storm. Looks like it's going to be working its way towards these islands. Not sure the name of that island chain over there, but... let's see, out there towards, you know, Vallis, let's see, Horta, Prana, I don't know how you pronounce those areas, but yeah, that little island chain that's basically just west of Spain and Portugal. I mean, you literally go from Portugal to the west and you'll run into those island chains there. But yeah, that's all that's going on right now, other than crazy Lee right now. Yeah, Lee's the crazy one, that's for sure. Let's see here. Let me see. See, I'm glad I'm getting outskirts, says Melissa. Yeah, me too. That's for sure. Dexlab says, what is the best radars for us hobbyist common folk? I love all the different ones you're using. I'm just curious which one you recommend. So, let's see. You said for mobile, right? What I recommend to carry on their phone. Okay. So, I would recommend Radar Scope. It costs like $10, I believe. I haven't bought it in a while because I've had it for years now. But last time I checked, it's $10. It would be a good program. You know, here I have it on my phone right now. You can see it. You can actually see Proxy Super Chat right there. Proxy, thank you once again. But yeah, no, you can. You know, this is a good one. Here, let me show you. Let me pull this up to reflectivity. Okay, so this is a good one. This is radar scope. You know, you can obviously look around with it, stuff like that. Like I said, not a sponsor or anything, so there's no promo codes or any of that stuff. You know, because I've mentioned before, I don't really care about. You know, obviously YouTube puts out enough ads. I don't want to put any sponsors in my streams like a lot of YouTubers do, because I'm not in it for the money or anything. Holy cow. But yeah, no, radar scope will be a good one. Let me show you guys something. So whenever it comes to it here, we have Halifax. We just got reports of sustained winds of 52 miles an hour. Wow. 52 sustained with gusts up to 60 right now. That is pretty brutal. That is definitely some pretty gusty winds, that's for sure. So it looks like Halifax is definitely getting it pretty good. Let's see here. We have is it Lunenburg? I think it's Lunenburg. Yeah, let's see. 41 sustained with gusts up to 53. Let's see here. So I survived the Great Novocaine. Let's see. Geography comes in handy. Absolutely. See, DexLab says radar scope. Yep. Thank you, man. I'm just looking for best recommended product. I have WeatherBug, but the future casting sucks. Oh, yeah. That's for sure. Well, there's no future casting on radar scope, by the way. Just wanted to let you know that. No, radar scope is just like radar, if you want to look at radar. Yeah, I really don't use any normal weather apps, that tell the forecast, because, I'm the one that forecasts myself. I forecast for myself, so I really don't use any of those apps, because, back whenever I didn't even use, back whenever I hardly even use those apps, or when I did use those apps more, they seem to be very inaccurate and not very reliable. But yeah, you're welcome. Very, very welcome. But anyways, yeah, here you go, guys. This is the latest and greatest from the satellite imagery. So the central low is right here, y'all. Right there, just to the west of Nova Scotia here. We got a lot of dry air, like I said, pouncing the eastern side of the storm right now. So this is basically, kicking off a lot of, or basically canceling out a lot of rain for, the areas here of Nova Scotia. Overall, you guys are more than likely going to lead without, that much precipitation. Nothing extreme anyways. It's, we've explained here, it's mostly those areas in, like, New Brunswick and Maine that are going to be experiencing that. I mean, you can even see that, like I said, on the satellite imagery here. You can even see that on the satellite imagery here. We actually have ourselves a big pocket of just, heavy rainfall and, all of that stuff going on there. It's definitely, a little bit heavy out there. Just a little bit. Let's see, I'm actually going to bring you all over here to the radar site. So this is the radar up here in Maine. Let's see, I can actually use this one, KCBW. That might be a better radar to look at. Let's see here. What's this radar pulling up? Oh, there you go. Yeah, so this one really shows that radar, shows that rain really pulling up there in New Brunswick overall. So, yeah, New Brunswick and Maine, y'all are definitely feeling this right now. Let's see here. So did we get spared lots of flooding here in New England because the dry air was in place? So it's more of the like I said, it's basically more of the dry air is on the right hand side. So I wouldn't, it was kind of around forecasted, kind of around expected for Maine, or for the Northeast, I should say, New England. So that played out fine. Oh, wow, you know what? Hold on a minute, y'all. We're gonna hop y'all over here real quick because we actually got rain reports coming in now. A lot of them. See, 2.3, 2.1, 2.6, 1.7, 2.1, 1.8, 1.6, 2.1, 1.7. Let's see, 3.2, 2.5, 2.3, 2, 1.6, 1.5. Decent. Wait, what? WFO car. WFO stands for Weather Forecast Office, but why is it car? What? See, an ASOS station reported 54 mile per hour wind gusts there. Interesting. But yeah, no, John, most of the dry air was on the right-hand side. The dry air really affected Nova Scotia overall, with allowing for not much rainfall to occur out of the storm. It's the left-hand side that experienced a lot of the heavy stuff. It's areas by Maine, New Brunswick, those regions that got a lot of the heavy stuff overall. But yeah, that is that's what we're seeing there. Let's see here. Weather alert just showed on my TV, says Melissa. Ooh, it's not good. Wait, Melissa, aren't you in, you said you're in Maine, right? Central Maine, if I remember. My memory is terrible, so you'll have to bear with me on that. Let's see, we're going to hop y'all over here back to the radar view. Oh, that's, you know what? I got to bring it back over here. There we go. So, yeah, so obviously we're still getting a lot of hefty winds out there. Even... There's that glitched one I was telling y'all about. 84 mile per hour wind gust. That is totally not true. Here, let me show you all this real quick. I have to bring it back over again. Look at that. 67 sustained with gusts up to 80. Was that 87? 84. Remember, guys, that's just a fake one here. Temperature. Oh, wait, hold on. It's 2 points. Temperature is 41 according to this station. That is 100% baloney. That is, and you can see the other stations around it. I mean, 10 miles an hour. Gusts up to 28. I mean, that's decent winds, but that's a bit of baloney. Let's see here. I should be on a TV channel, says Melissa. I don't know if I'd ever be able to do that. I mean, if you think about it, YouTube channel is kind of similar to a TV channel in a way. Because I've, I'll always be here on YouTube. As long as I possibly can, I'll always be here for YouTube and, doing weather. I really enjoy it, y'all. I really do. I enjoy helping the people. I enjoy tracking the weather. That's what I enjoy about it. Let's see here. Do I think that could be accurate if it's in the mountains? No, I don't know. I don't think it's in the mountains too heavy. Let's see. How high up is this? Doesn't really show. Let's see. I wish I could find... Oh, hold on a minute. This is across Mount Washington. I still don't think that's accurate, though. See, that's not Mount Washington. It's in New Hampshire. Yeah, it is Mount Washington. You might be onto something there. I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, it is obviously in those upper elevations where the winds are probably a little heavier and temperature is a little cooler. Higher you go up because the air thins out. I mean, it's possible, but I still wouldn't rely on it too heavily, though. Let's see. Mount Washington's in New Hampshire, not Maine. Did I say Maine? Sorry. I meant New Hampshire. Let's see. Let's take a look at this radar up here. Oh, wow. Yeah, you can see all that rain really driving its way up here into Quebec, actually. A few rain showers moving their way towards Quebec. Elevation is 6,300 feet. Okay, so that's a pretty high top, honestly. Yeah. No, honestly, that does sound about right. I don't know. Yeah, that could be accurate, actually. The more I think about it, I mean, considering how high it is, and there's no obstacles around it, that very well could be true. 84 mile per hour wind gusts, if that's the case. See, they had crazy winds up there on Mount Washington. Is that like the highest peak in New Hampshire? Let's see here. Nova Scotia said, where did I get the photo of your lighthouse thumbnail? There's a site I pay for that it's like it's stock photos and stuff that I use, and just one of the ones I found on that. Let's see here. is that bad. The alert won't go away. It depends on what it's for there, you know. I mean, because I know a lot of Maine and Nova Scotia and those regions out there are, you know, a bit, you know, basically a bit. That moment you forget what you're talking about. That's lovely. What was I talking about again? See, I looked at my chat for 1 second, and I started reading Dex's comment, and then I forgot what I was talking about. See, Dex says, yeah, man, it's one of the highest mountains in the country. Interesting. So, if that's the case, I mean, yeah, that sounds very, 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 very possible. Very, very possible. I wish there was a camera up there I could look at. That would be something else. You know what? Speaking of cameras. Oh, boy. Don't want to share that.
In the plane.
Let's see here. So we have Brandon Kopic out there. Did not mean to click on him, but he's there in Maine right now. It looks like. Let's see here. Dex says, "I'm sorry. It's not your fault, dude. It's not your fault at all." Let's see here. Tropical storm warnings is what it is. Okay, yeah. It just means that tropical storm conditions is expected. Gotcha. Let's see. We're going to hop over to the buoys again. Let's go and move y'all over here to the screen here. Look at the buoys. I mean, it is like very dark out there. It almost looks like it's almost nighttime in some of those regions there, you know? It's crazy. I mean, it is like, yeah, it is like really, really rough out there. There you go. You can see that very rough seas out there. Let's see here. A bit windy on the island, but not too bad. That's good, Kevin. Good. Hopefully it stays that way. My neighbor in Colorado has mountains way over 14,000 feet. Yeah, the Rockies are bigger than the Appalachian Mountains, for sure. Nova says, not from states, but I am, but I am wrong. Thinking Mount Washington is the windiest spot in the U.S. I can't tell you that. Honestly, I'm not too sure. Not too sure. Let's see here. We're gonna work our way back over here to the to power outages, y'all. We're gonna see what's going on with these power outages again. Let's see here. All right, so latest power outages out here in Maine is now racking up to 93,000 people without power now. What's up, Rainbow Obsidian? Hope you're doing good. Let's see. But yeah, no, I'm not exactly sure if that's the windiest spot in the U.S. Melissa says wind advisory. Yeah, that's just typical tropical stuff. Definitely gonna get a little windy out of these events. That's for sure. But yeah, no. So I was explaining to you guys about this here before the event, kicked off here. Like I said, you can see how these waves or these winds are pushing directly at the coast here. Like I said, that's allowing for some swelling to occur. Like I said, that's allowing for some swelling to occur out there. So the heaviest surges and stuff like that is right now in these regions. In those areas there, it seems to be like that's where the heaviest surging is. Just shy of Halifax there. Seems things weren't too bad in Nova Scotia, thank God. Lots power outages, though, up to 160,000 outages. Yep, a lot of people, that's for sure. On the afternoon of April 12, 1934, Mount Washington Observatory recorded wind speeds of 231 miles an hour. Wow. World record from 1934 until 1996. That's crazy. Holy cow. Let's see here. Mount Washington still holds the record. That's crazy. Let's see. Nature Girl says, hi, I'm here in, Portage Lake, Maine, approximately 25 miles west of Presque Isle. Let's see. We are getting the outer edge of the storm. So far, winds 17 to 20 miles an hour and moderate See, sometimes heavy rain, not too bad. Well, hopefully it stays that way, my friend. Be safe out there, okay? See, power's still on. That's good. That is good for sure. Melissa says, where is it heading? Do you mean the general storm? So the storm is pulling north right now. It's moving at like 22, I think. 22 miles an hour. Let me double check on that. Let's update. Yep, 22. It's moving north at 22 miles an hour right now. But it is going to start pulling more to the east here very soon. Here you go. You can see it. It's going directly to the north, essentially. But it is going to start to turn to the northeast and then continue rolling northeast here. My program kind of shows that central low a little further west. A little further west than where the cone's at, which is interesting. Let's see here. Lots of rain and wind, says have. Yeah. Well, be safe out there, my friend. Like I said, hopefully it doesn't turn out too bad for you, you know. That's what I'm hoping for, is that, you know, it just doesn't, it's not too bad. I mean, obviously y'all are getting pretty affected right now. Like I said, right now I'm sure we're getting like the heaviest surges happening at the moment. Like I said, we're probably getting the heaviest surges right in these regions, like we were explaining here, right across Nova Scotia there. So, you know, we're talking, I heard up to 4 to 6 foot of storm surge possible in those regions, which is pretty crazy. Let's see here. Wayne says, thanks for the update. You're very welcome. Better coverage than Canadian or American media outlets. I like I said, I can't, I haven't watched it, you know, myself. I can't, you know, I'm not watching myself do this, but I can confirm to you that some of those media outlets are a little crazy. But I appreciate it. Thank you so much there, Wayne. Very, very sweet of you. Let's see. But, you know, like I said, guys, y'all just please be careful out there. It's going to be making landfall near St. John here in a little bit. Probably, like I said, I'm thinking right around 6 p.m. or so. Roughly around 6 p.m. It's literally pulling north. Like I said, it's moving at 22 miles an hour. So, I mean, it's not moving too slow. There's a camera on the observatory. Gotcha. Let's see. The mainstream weather forecasters are so off their information. It's laughable at times. Anyone who lives here knows. They're so like, yeah. Yeah, I agree. Some of them can be a little odd. I've seen a lot of inaccurate. I'm not gonna mention anything, but I've seen a lot of inaccurate channels and all that stuff. Unfortunately, it happens. Let's see here. Usually for Maine, this would be a blizzard. Yeah. You know, that for Nova Scotia. You know, you guys usually get some pretty hefty blizzards out there overall. You know, whenever it comes to it, like I said, the main difference now, or one of the main problems I see out of this event versus a normal nor'easter, is the fact that we were showing you guys, like I said, there's a lot of leaves still on these trees and stuff. Like I said, there's a lot of, you know, trees that are still having their leaves on it. And that's going to allow for more drag from the winds to allow the trees to snap a lot easier than rather if there's no leaves and it just go right through. Let's see here. Wayne coming in here with the $1.50 support. Thank you so much, Wayne. That's very sweet of you. Much appreciated. Thank you so much, Wayne. I'll give Wayne a big shout out. That's very, very sweet. Thank you so much, Wayne. Very, very nice of you. Means a lot. Really helps out too. Big thank you. But yeah, like I said, there's a lot more leaves on those trees and stuff, which is going to allow for more drag, and obviously the winds are going to be blowing those trees over, which can, you know, not to mention some of these areas are, you know, pretty soft. The ground's pretty soft, so trees can easily fall over. That's the main problem I foresee. I mean, obviously trees could fall on houses, cars. I mean, power lines cause some issues. But yeah, that's that. Let's see here. Kala says, thanks for joining. I'm going to head out. All right, see you later, Kala. Thanks for joining. But yeah, I mean, you know, like we were showing y'all, that's kind of the main thing I see, because, you know, like I was explaining there, is during the winter time, you know, obviously the leaves are not there. The leaves have fallen, and, you know, it's basically just twigs and branches sticking out. So the wind can easily flow through that rather than flowing through all those leaves. You know, there's a lot of drag, which is a lot more strain on the trees in general. But let's see here. All right, you know what? We're going to take you over here to the future forecast, y'all. So right now, like I said, the system's going to be over past St. John, right around 8 o'clock p.m. It's going to be past that region there. Sustained winds still forecasted to be 60, sustained with gusts up to 70. As we approach past portions of Prince Edward's Island just to the north here, talking sustained winds of 45 with gusts up to 60. The northeast of that between, Newfoundland, we're talking sustained winds of 40 with gusts up to 50. So it's going to be gradually be weakening at this point. Obviously dropping its strength because it's running in the cooler waters. It's just dying out. A lot of dry air is getting to it. The storm's just not having a good old time right now. It's basically fizzling out before our very eyes right now. Especially at making landfall too. That's just something it's not doing very well with. At one point, yes, there was a lot of dry air getting to it, but now the fact that it's moving overland is making it weaken a lot quicker and stuff like that. So it's like the system is not very happy. Definitely not very happy overall. But anyways, guys, here is the current tropical storm force wind field. This is where the tropical storm force winds are expected to be right about now. It looks like those tropical storm conditions are pulling out of Massachusetts, Cape Cod area. You guys have already experienced the worst out of it this morning. Still got those tropical storm warnings all in effect for, the entirety of Nova Scotia, basically. The entire coast of Maine. A lot of the eastern and southern sides of New Brunswick is under those tropical storm warnings where tropical storm conditions is expected. And like I was explaining here, that yellow area, that is where we are seeing those tropical storm force winds more than likely right now. It's the estimated wind field of the storm. To be somewhere right in there. Maximum sustained winds right now, 70 with, like I said, moving to the north at 22. Like I said, this is update number 45. They did 45 advisories on this thing. This thing just shows you how long it's been a system for. Like I said, we've been tracking this thing for days and days and days, and I'm finally happy to say that this is probably going to be the last time we mention the storm here, or last time we do anything coverage related to the storm here. So this will be the last live stream for Lee in general. Lee was a beast because I don't know if you guys remember, but Lee actually turned into a Category 5 at one point back in its earlier life. As it was down across just northeast of the Lesser Antilles, as it was just northeast of those regions. I mean, it was it was fairly. Like I said, it was fairly strong. Like I said, Cat 5 is what it got up to, which is nuts. But obviously now, like I said, right now, guys, it's no longer a hurricane. It's what we call a post-tropical cyclone, and even the winds are under hurricane strength right now. Sustained winds are right around 70 miles an hour at the moment. So that's that. Let's see here. Let's see. Melissa says my grandparents' basement almost flooded. That's not good. See here. Tides are close to low right now. South Shore, southern tip of Halifax. Gotcha. Let's see here. Melissa says, thank God they have a generator. That's good. Yeah, good thing they do. Ava says, bye, Lee. Absolutely. See you later, Lee. You're not going to be missed. Definitely not. William says, already feeling the winds on Prince Edward's Island. Power even went out for a minute. Ooh, wow. Yeah, you're still a little far away from the main event, though, too. Because the main event's going to be out in that direction. Let's see here. It shows two. That's not accurate there. But that, like I said, that is right there. Yeah, you're not in the heaviest of it right now either. Interesting. Let's see. I'm in Sheet Harbor, across the east coast or east of Halifax. Very windy so far. No rain. Wonder if this is the worst it's gonna get. So let's see here. East of Halifax. It probably is near the worst you're probably gonna get it right now. I mean, considering that it's almost parallel to you. It's almost on that same latitudinal line than what you are. Let's see here. Little Timmy coming out with a $2 support. Thank you so much, dude. Saying hi. I'm back to be kind. What's up, Timmy? We're doing all right. Greatly appreciated, man. Thank you so much for the support. Very, very sweet of you. Big thank you. But, like I was showing you guys, yeah, I mean, we are going to be seeing the system here, rolling through New Brunswick. Like I said, it looks like St. John is going to be the area of impact. In terms of landfall, it looks like it is going to be making landfall near, if not over, St. John. So, like I said, expect those winds to be pretty hefty. in those regions there. I mean, we're talking, the possibility there of those winds still being basically between 60 and 70 mile per hour winds, sustained around 60 with gusts up to 70 potentially. I mean, as it works its way there towards St. John potentially. So that is something to watch out for. What's up, Jenny? Hope you're doing good. Glad to have you here. I just noticed, Jenny, you have that pink member status now. Means you've been a member for, I think, a year now. That's crazy. Well, thank you, Jenny. Very sweet of you. But glad to have you here. Hope you're doing good. Chopper says, thanks, man. You're very welcome. Melissa says, let's see. Honestly, was not as bad as I thought. Says Melissa, that's good. And hopefully it stays that way because, like I said, it's not completely done yet. We still got to obviously keep an eye out there for it for a little bit. But, whenever it comes to it, my friends, like I said, we are still seeing some pretty gusty winds out there in Maine right now. Things are still getting a little hectic. That's a new word. Hectic. We're still seeing those winds, between 20 and 30 miles an hour still currently happening out there, and all that stuff. But, let's see here. Jenny coming on. Let's see here. Jenny coming in here with a $10 support. Thank you so much. That is very, very sweet. Thank you so much, Jenny. Very, very nice of you. Super sweet of you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Let's see. Little Timmy as well. It said, you promised my son to give him free Robux. I appreciate the support, man. But, it's funny. But like I said, y'all, thank you so much, Little Timmy, Jenny. Thank you, guys. Dale says, only tropical storm, high seas wind, typically winters. Let's see here, in Cornwall. Typical winter's day in Cornwall. Gotcha. Yeah, no, a lot of nor'easters do happen out there. So the main key difference, though, we've mentioned before, guys, is the fact that the trees still have leaves on them, which is, allowing for more drag from the winds, which could easily knock down more trees than a nor'easter would. So I would expect a lot more trees to come down rather than a nor'easter would typically bring. But anyways, once again, Little Timmy and Jenny, thank you guys so much. Very sweet. Let's see here. When will it be done in Central Maine? It'll be later tonight, probably, whenever things start really lighting up there. Yeah, things will really start lighting up here probably later tonight overall. So, it's still going to be a little bit. See, Ava says, thank you so much for getting us through this. You're appreciated. You're very welcome, Ava. Like I said, I'm always going to be here for you guys whenever it comes to the severe weather and tropics and winter weather. I mean, we cover it all, y'all. We cover it all. We'll make sure that we're going to be here for you guys to, keep y'all prepared, keep you guys safe. That's obviously the main point of the channel here is to make sure that you guys are obviously prepared and y'all are, understanding what's going on. Like I said, it's greatly appreciated, y'all. Like I said, y'all just being here, it's greatly appreciated. I spoke way too fast there. But anyways, y'all, so right now we are seeing the heaviest surges happening out there by, by southwestern Nova Scotia. Like I said, the center of the storm is located right in here, right in central side, or that's where the center of the storm is located. So it's just shyly to the west of, just shyly to the west here of Nova Scotia in general. So, yeah, the heaviest surges are going to be across these regions here. Heaviest surges are out there. Let's see here. Wade says 100,000 people without power is not normal. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. It's like, I think it's 160,000. Speaking of power outages, let's go and take a look here back at Maine's power outages here. So last update we did was at 3:30. This was a little bit ago. Let's see here. So the last update here, let's see here. So we had a 93,000 last update, so we're still at 93,000 here overall. So that is that. That is what we're looking at. Let's see here. Little Timmy coming in again, dude. Thank you so much. Saying, have I ever been to Northwest Arkansas? I have not. I have not. The furthest west I've been is Indiana and Tennessee. That is the furthest west I've ever been. But thank you, dude. Greatly appreciated. Let's see here. Proxy coming in with the Venmo donation too. Are you serious? Proxy coming in here with the $50 donation on Venmo. Proxy, thank you so much for that. You did not have to do this. Oh my gosh, Proxy. Let's see here. Proxy says, Andrew, thanks for doing what you do for us in such a caring way. We all are grateful for you. Proxy, thank you so much. I hope you know you don't have to do this. I really hope so. Proxy, from the bottom of my heart, we love you. Thank you so much for the support. That is very sweet of you. We love you, Proxy. That is, like I said, that is beyond. I'm beyond thankful for that. Thank you, Proxy. We love you so much. And if there's anything I can do, I always say this, if there's anything I can do for you, Proxy, please let me know, okay? We're always here for you. Thank you so much for helping out the channel. I mean, you've been a huge help on this channel and helping, keep everything up and running. Proxy, I owe you a lot. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. It's very sweet of you. Thank you so much. Y'all better give Proxy a big thank you in the chat. Like, Proxy has helped out this channel so much and, has kept us rolling for a while. I cannot thank Proxy enough. We love you, Proxy. Thank you so much for that. It's very, very sweet of you. Let's see here. 70-mile-per-hour winds. Bet by tonight will be a little down to... let's see. Bet by tonight will be down a little too. Yeah, because obviously it is, running into land. And, tropical systems don't really like the land. They typically start to kind of fade out a bit once they roll into land here. Not to mention, with that landfall, and with, overall the dry air infiltration we have on the eastern flank of the storm, that is really, like I said, that is really hurting the storm overall. But thank you so much once again, Proxy. We love you. Let's see here. Melissa says, I hope that I don't lose power. I hope you don't either, Melissa. Hopefully that, hopefully you will be, completely still with power. Unfortunately, like I said, though, we're starting to lose a lot of people, in Maine without power now. Like I said, right now, latest update, y'all, 93,123 people are without power in Maine as of my last update. Let's see here. Massachusetts. Here, we'll go on full screen this here. Massachusetts, we have 1,740 people without power here. New Hampshire, 6,500 people. So obviously, yeah, the main state affected here is Maine. Get it? Maine state affected. That's a very bad joke, but yeah. So like I said, nearly 100,000 people without power there, and whenever it comes to Nova Scotia, I have reports that it's up to 160,000 people without power in Nova Scotia, which is a little hefty, just a little bit. Definitely is very unfortunate for those regions, and honestly, at this point in being, I have a feeling that we've already experienced part of the worst of the storm. I mean, it's definitely still pretty hefty right now. But yeah, no, it's definitely still kicking pretty good right now. Let's see here. Dale says, you do a cool job, Andrew. Good keeping people informed. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciated. It means a lot to me, Dale. Thank you all for the kind words and all the support. We love y'all. Big thank you, guys. Y'all are very, very sweet. Very thankful for every single one of you guys. We love y'all. Just want to make sure you guys are being safe out there and just prepared in general. And, like I said, whatever it takes, I'll be here for y'all. Always. I'll always be here for you guys. No matter if it's rain or shine. I mean, if it's severe weather, winter weather, tropical weather, I mean, whatever it is, we'll always be here. We'll always be here for you guys. Anyways, but yeah, you can really see, you can really see that dry air. I mean, really getting uppercutted here across the eastern flank. Like I said, it's leading to Nova Scotia in general with not much rainfall. Let's see here, little Timmy again, dude. Thank you so much. See, good fam, good luck. Absolutely, I appreciate it, little Timmy. Thank you so much for the support, man. It's very sweet of you. Much appreciated. But absolutely. Like I said, that dry air that we were mentioning though is definitely, allowing for not much rainfall to fall across these regions. Let me actually hop you guys over here to the. Let's see. I'm gonna hop our way over here to the radar out here in Nova Scotia. So, if you look at the radar right now, you can actually see that there's all this is not really rain. I mean, that's a little bit of rain right there, more than likely. This right here, though, is more showers. You can see how there's really not much rain. But then you go up here towards New Brunswick, the whole area. I mean, even Maine. I mean, like all of Maine, or a lot of central eastern Maine, as well as like a lot of New Brunswick, is completely covered in a bunch of rainfall right now. Not to mention the winds are pretty hefty too. I mean, they're a little heavy on things, but let's see here, 31 mile per hour wind gusts. So I mean, they're not too extreme. It seems like the winds out here gusting between 30 and 40 miles an hour near New Brunswick on the southern coast here overall. Let's see here. Thanks for updating me on the severe eastern North Carolina tomorrow. Appreciate you, Andrew. Very welcome. Very welcome. Melissa says, best meteorologist I've seen. Thank you so much. Let's see here. Proxy saying, I'd love to see Andrew get 20K subs. We're getting close, y'all. We're definitely getting close, that's for sure. We have 180 people watching. Let's see, only 117 like. Come on, folks. We can do better for Andrew in the channel. Thank you so much, Proxy. Very sweet of you. Let's see. Tabletop coming in here at the $2 super chat. Thank you so much, saying I appreciate you for the severe weather update tomorrow. You're very welcome there, Tabletop. Very, very sweet of you. Thank you so much for the support. Very, very nice of you. Let's see here. What do I feel the winter will be like up this way, Andrew? A lot saying a bit odd weather. I think it'll be a bad one. I agree, Dale. It'll definitely be a bad one. You know, it's a typical El Niños in which we have. I actually mentioned this in my winter forecast video I made a little bit ago. But, you know, typical El Nino winters allow for very hefty snow across the you know, all the way down from like the mid-Atlantic into the northeast. So a lot of these areas are going to get some heavy nor'easters more than likely. It's going to be a very snowy year for more than likely for you guys out there. You know, like I said, I've lived in Virginia, I mean, which is obviously a little far away from y'all up there in Nova Scotia and obviously New Brunswick area. But you know, is basically the same in some extent, you know, as we usually get a lot of heavy snows in those regions for that time. So, yeah, no, this year is definitely going to be probably a pretty active one for you. You know, probably is. Let's see here. How will West Central Maine be, says Melissa? What do you mean for the winter time? Same thing. I mean, bit of snow. You guys have to go check out my winter forecast video I made. Go on our main page and look at our videos, and you'll see our winter forecast video we put out there. Let's see here. I'm in Halifax right now. Not too bad. Storm. That's good. That's good. Orzo. So right now, like I said, we did actually get some pretty hefty reports out there in Halifax. Wind gusts up to 60 with sustained winds around 52 right now. Pretty heavy. Pretty heavy. Halifax definitely looks like it's getting hit. Pretty heavy. Regarding the surges and stuff, like I said, regarding all that water pushing inland, it seems like that's more of a concern to your southwest in general. Overall, it's more of a concern to your southwest over here. So, you know, like I said, obviously the coastal areas is the ones that is experiencing the worst over here. You know, the coastal areas is the ones that's experiencing it pretty bad. Not to mention, guys, like I said, my friends out there, y'all in St. John. St. John's gonna watch out for this year because, you know, we've mentioned here that you know, we are gonna be seeing the possible landfall area to be right around St. John, in those general areas here. It'll be right around St. John and stuff, so definitely got to look out for that. Yeah, it's definitely got to look out there for that in those regions there. We'll need to keep an eye on it. Let's see here. That's good, Orzo. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm glad it's not too bad for you, particularly right now, you know. And, you know, like I said, hopefully it stays that way. I mean, obviously I don't want to have any problems. Let's see, we got some more. Oh, here's some buoys, y'all. Let's see, sustained of 26 right now, gust up to 35. This is a little ways away. Let's try this one here. Gust up to 44 right now. Yeah, on the left-hand side of these cyclones here, that's kind of the what we call the clean side, the more weaker side. In this sense, though, this is the more rain side, is on the left-hand side of this cyclone here. Considering, like I said, all that dry air we have pulling its way up here into the eastern side. It's crazy. Let's see here. Well, West Central Maine have bad winds and rain. I mean, what you're experiencing right now is probably the peak of what you're going to be having today. Let's see. It went from a Cat 5 a week ago all the way to a Cat 1. Yep, it was a Cat 5. That's true. Yeah, it did get up to lower end Cat 5 at one point. Pretty crazy, huh? I think it had max wind gusts up to 200 at one point. Either 190 or 200 it was. It's pretty crazy. Let's see here. Perry, let's see here. Reported a gust of 83. Wow. Crazy. Let's see. Max wind gust 72 miles an hour, 20-foot high waves, but again, only in certain spots. Yep. Yeah, that's pretty hefty. It's definitely pretty crazy. Let's see here. We're getting 53 mile per hour wind gusts out here by, let's see, this is near Lunenburg. Lunenburg's experiencing, you know, pretty hefty winds right now. So gotta look out there for that. It even looks like, yeah, Prince Edward's Island here. See, 37 mile per hour wind gusts. Let's see, I might be able to switch a little closer. There we go. Yeah, we got some reads in here in Prince Edward's Island. See, 26 sustained with gusts up to 38 right now. Let's see here, 30, 46 gusts, 40 gusts. So it looks like the winds are gusting between 35 and 40 miles an hour out there by Prince Edward's Island right now. I only do expect those to increase. Yeah, I do expect those to just, you know, increase from here on out. Here we go. Let's go and move up my satellite imageries, my radar over here. Yeah, look at the bottom panel. See the one I'm zooming in and out on the bottom right hand side of the screen. Look at all that dry air. All that orange and red is showing a bunch of dry air, and all this blue and white is showing like a lot of moisture. So like, see, a lot of Nova Scotia is just getting blasted by the dry air from the storm, which is, you know, ultimately going to lead to not as much rainfall across those regions over there. Let's see here. Tree branches falling on, let's see, yard and road. Oh wow, it's not good. Well, hopefully there's no damage that happens there with you, Melissa. Hopefully everything remains all right with you. Just you know, just keep on watching it. You know, be safe out there, my friend, and you know, we'll just keep on watching it, you know. Let's see. Oh my gosh, dude, we've already been live for like 2 hours. I didn't even notice that. We've been live for a long time so far. Oh, guys, we're 1 subscriber away from 19,200. Oh my golly. All right, let's see here. Any new wind reports? Yeah, it looks like we do got some wind reports rolling through here. Let's see. Trees down, trees down, trees down. Oh wow, trees down on cars. That's what I was worried about. Trees down and wires down. Trees down. Multiple trees down. A lot of trees reported down here, obviously. Let's see, trees down, wires too. Oh, what does that say? Oh, gusted to 45 before spotter lost power. Interesting. Let's see here. Kevin says, that track is right over my head in St. John. How long before the winds pick up? So the heaviest you're probably going to see is in probably about, you know, I'd say within 2 to 3 hours or so. It's probably going to be the peak, you know, there for you. The system is to your south right now, but like I said, it's pulling north at 22 miles an hour, which obviously I'm pretty sure you might go off kilometers an hour. So let me do the conversion. So it's moving north at like 22 right now. So that would be, it's moving north at 35 kilometers per hour right now. I just did the conversion. Because I know you guys up there use kilometers an hour rather than us Americans. We use the imperial. So yeah, 22 miles an hour. So for you guys, it'd be 35 kilometers per hour is how fast it's moving. So I mean, it's decent. You know, it's moving fairly quickly. It'll probably be, like I said, I'd say between 2 and 3 hours. Before the heaviest impacts reach in those regions there overall. Let's see. Rain's coming down hard now, says Melissa. Yeah, no, we do have some pretty hefty bands out there in Maine right now. Let's go and hop you over here. So if you can look at it, look at that. See all those are those yellowish colors? A lot of hefty bands rolling through Maine right now. Let's see. But yeah, no, once again, y'all, it's moving north at 35 kilometers per hour for my Canadians out there, my Canadian friends. And for my, you know, American friends here, we have 22 miles an hour. That's the speed of it moving north. So, a little conversion for y'all. Hopefully that helps out a bit. Let's see. All right, we're going to do an update on the power, y'all. Let's go and do a little update here and see what we got going on overall. So, last update we looked at, this was at 3:42. A little bit ago. So we had let's see, 93,000 people without power. We're at 92,000. It actually went down a little bit. Interesting. So it seems like people are getting their power back up. It looks like we're starting to lose some more up there in Aroostook. Is that how you say that? Is it Aroostook or Aroostock? Aroostook. Anyways, but yeah, we're starting to lose some more people, lose some more power out there, I should say. Not people. Hopefully not people. But yeah, we're starting to lose more power out there in those regions. Because I just remember the last update, it was more blue. I mean, there's not as many people, but it seems like more and more people are, you know, definitely starting to lose their power. Let's see. Strongest winds here in Nova Scotia was at 2 p.m. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, it's definitely starting to kind of, kick, starting to weaken quite rapidly now. Like I said, considering it's like most of it is on land right now. I mean, the center is still not in land right now. The center is just west of Nova Scotia. It's going to be making landfall in, out here in New Brunswick, the southern side of New Brunswick here in a couple hours. Let's see here. Halifax had barely any rain, about 0.2 inches, but a decent amount of wind. Nova Scotia has about 150,000 people without power. Yep. Yeah, and like I said, that's kind of what I was forecasting too. I don't know if you guys were here or not during my forecast for this event before it made landfall. But I was mentioning to you guys how there's just so much dry air that came from the Ohio Valley here. I mean, we had that high pressure system behind that cold front that rolled through. The cold front is what steered the storm to the north, and all that high pressure was behind it. A lot of dry air and high pressure in general basically just got launched into the right-hand side. Just got, launched into the right-hand side, which is allowing for the, the whole right-hand flank of the storm to be dry. Meanwhile, the northwestern quadrant is where all the rain's at. All the rain's being pushed its way up to the upper northwest side, which is allowing for, areas, like I said, eastern Canada as well as Maine, getting all that, the heaviest rainfall out there, which, you can actually see if I hop y'all back over here to that radar view. Most of the rain in general is across, like, New Brunswick and Maine right now. That is... kind of what it is right now. You can see that counterclockwise rotation on it too. If you look at it, you can see how it's rotating this way. So, yeah. Let's see here. Things are all pronounced weird here. For real. See, so it's pronounced arustic. Arustic. Gotcha. So I'm not used to these areas. I don't cover these areas too much. Because it's not every day we see a system like this, but yeah, I've noticed the names are a little different from what I'm used to. I mean, even the United States has some weird, funky names. I'm not gonna lie. We do. We definitely do have some funky names out here. Let's see. Commonly referred to the county, since it's the biggest county in Maine. Oh, really? Interesting. Let's see here. Finn says, "Hope I'm fine to go to urgent care." Oh, hope you're doing good, man. Don't know what's going on with you, but hope everything's all right. But yeah, no, this thing's definitely pretty crazy. Let's see here. New update yet? Let's see. Last update was at 2 p.m. AST, so Atlantic Standard Time. So we should have an update in an hour or so. Should have an update in an hour or so. Not exactly sure. I feel like they update every 3 hours at this point. By the way, y'all, we got to watch out for Nigel. Nigel, like I said, right now it's commonly referred to as Tropical Depression 15 right now, but it's probably going to become Nigel later on this afternoon, later on this evening, I should say, actually. This system was forecasted to be a major hurricane. They did drop that a little bit. It's now supposed to be Cat 2, but it's going to be making, mostly just east of Bermuda. I think it's just going to be a fish storm. I don't see any main problems with it. New SPC dropped. Let's see here. I've not looked at it. I doubt it's anything crazy, is it? Probably kept the same, more than likely. Let's see here. Yep. So it's just a marginal level 1 threat. No tornadoes. Yeah, they kept everything basically the same. Let's see. They broke their, see, they just broke their on my TV with a weather forecast. What broke? What, trees and branches and stuff? Not surprising. Not surprising. Let's see. But anyways, but yeah, you can see on the radar, guys. Once again, there's really not much precipitation over here. It's pretty dry. We do got a few showers up on the eastern side right now, but nothing compared to what we're seeing over here. I mean, completely different story. I mean, from Maine into New Brunswick as well as Nova Scotia. I mean, it's a complete different story overall. They dropped the 70% thunderstorm on a thunderstorm outlook. Oh, interesting. Very, very interesting. Let's see here. But yeah. Oh gosh, guys, we just reached 19,200 subscribers. I appreciate that, y'all. Thank you so much for helping out, guys. We love y'all. That's very sweet of you guys. Thank you all for subscribing. Thank you guys for liking. Thank you guys for donating. All of you guys, very, very sweet of y'all. We love you guys. You guys absolutely rock here. Let's see. Y'all know why the SPC trimmed the day 2 risks for tomorrow back so far east. Just wondering. No. Yeah, I'd have to really dive into what's causing this tomorrow. I mean, I haven't looked at the models or anything. I don't know if it's a frontal boundary or what it is. Mudslides are delicious. I mean, if that suits yourself, man, go ahead. Let's see here. Jay says, howdy, y'all. Woohoo. What's up, Jay? Hope you're doing good. So congratulations. Thank you, guys. I could not do it without y'all. Obviously, I can't do it without you guys. All your loving support and all your kindness, guys. It really means a lot to me. Thank you so much. Let's see here. What time will it move out of Maine? So, Melissa, it'll be out of Maine. You're going to notice things start to get better across Maine. Let me actually pull up the models, and I'll show you, for an example of what it could look like. Let's see here. Yeah, so it looks like a lot of the rain overall is going to be out and away from Maine, probably right around like midnight or so. What it looks like. Let's see. I need to pull up the HRRR. Northeast U.S. and we'll drop down to 18 Zulu. Okay, yeah, let me show you this. So here's the time, y'all. So on the top north here, let me zoom out a little bit. There you go. So you guys can kind of see the time up there. If you can't, I'm highlighting it right here. See it just above my head. So that's the time. That is the time here. So whenever it comes to the system here overall, regarding the system rolling through, you can see that rain according to HRRR kind of stops right around 1 a.m. So basically a little bit after midnight. What's up, Lua? Hope you're doing good. Wait, Jenny, is Lua your actual sister? I remember Lua being here. Jenny and Lua, you guys have been here since forever. You guys were here since before I had 1,000 subscribers. You guys are OGs to the channel. But anyways, but yeah, no, that's that. Let's see here. Yeah, it does look like a little, in terms of that severe weather tomorrow, by the way, Finn, or it wasn't Finn, it was Tabletop, that's right. Tabletop, it looks like there's a little disturbance, a little boundary there. Let's see. Proxy says, Andrew, you richly deserve all your success. I'm proud and honored to be around for your channel's incredible growth. Thank you, Proxy. Like I said, you've done so much to help out the channel as well. I mean, I cannot even go to say how much you've helped out this channel. I mean, it is crazy. Very, very sweet. I appreciate all the support. I just got a care package. A Reese's Crunchy. Well, he just went... Okay, I appreciate it. Anyways, but yeah, no, it's definitely something that you've definitely helped out us with, Proxy. Is you've been very, very sweet to us and supported us financially and just being there. Like I said, it's super, super generous of you. And like I've always said this, I hope you do not have to do all that you do. I want you to know that. Let's see here. Thank you. So let's see. My son has football game tomorrow. We'll be fine. So Melissa, it should be fine for the most part. It should be relatively fine in general. Yeah, because, you know, most of the rain's going to be gone at that point. The only thing I still see is low-lying areas maybe still carrying a bit of flooding. That's the only thing I see being a problem for those areas. But, you know, that's that. Let's see, obviously, if he has a football game and if his football field's in a low-lying area, that could be a big wet mess, that's for sure. Let's see here. Lua says, hope you're well in WW. Thank you. You as well. You as well, Lua. Hope all is good with you. And I hope you stay safe out there, okay? But yeah, like I said, the heaviest rain right now, guys, is you can see some pretty hefty bands out there by New Brunswick at the current moment. So we have New Brunswick as well as Maine in general. I had to throw that bottle away. Maine in general is getting a lot of the heavy rainfall. You know, Maine and New Brunswick, that's where all the water vapor's at. That's where all the precipitation's at in general. We've officially been live for 2 hours, y'all. Let's see. Urgent care closes at 5. When should I leave chat? I don't know, Finn. Hopefully everything's all right with you though, man. If there's anything I can do help you out in any form of way, let me know. But yep, a lot of dry air on that side, on the right-hand side. Like I said, literally Nova Scotia's getting like no rain. Hardly any rain right now. Let's see here. Oh, here we go. Post-tropical cyclone Lee made landfall in Nova Scotia around 4 p.m. AST. Ladies and gentlemen, it has officially made landfall. Apparently, according to my program, it has it right here. Apparently, the low pressure's right here, according to my program. So, I mean, that's coming from the Hurricane Center here. Let's go ahead and hop you all over here. I don't know if they issued a new update on the system. How will the coast be tomorrow morning? It'll still be a little choppy, but it probably won't be. It obviously won't be as bad as it is right now. Things will recede a little bit. Let's see. Okay, so they did update it. They did say that official landfall has happened. Let's see here. Why is my Discord glitching? See here. See, Jenny said, Lua, I think I do believe that fire was on purpose. Oh, wow. It's crazy. Jenny, have you actually met Lua in real life? Let's see. Hold on, I had to write something real quickly, y'all. Okay. We're good. But yeah, no, officially, like I said, I just got a tweet from the Hurricane Center. It is now officially at landfall, y'all. It is now over land. Let's see here. Okay, so once again, y'all, here we're gonna hop you all over here. We haven't looked at this in a little bit. So here's the latest presentation regarding the rainfall expectancies. I think they're really overdoing the amount of rainfall in Nova Scotia, honestly, because they have parts of western Nova Scotia there around 2 to 4 inches of rainfall. It really seems like it is, like I said, it really seems like it is, between. Just to the west of that, just to the west of that in general. I definitely foresee how much rain we could expect out in eastern Maine right now. That's where obviously the heaviest precipitation's at. Same thing for New Brunswick. I mean, New Brunswick and Maine in general definitely is pretty hefty rain. I mean, we're talking, 2 to 4 inches of rainfall across the dark green. We're talking, maybe some localized spots in extreme eastern Maine, as well as cutting straight up through Yeah, pretty much here. Basically from, far eastern Maine into central New Brunswick here. Could be seeing, some pockets of potentially 4 to 6 inches of rainfall, which is pretty hefty. We have Cape Cod, right around 1 to 2 inches in general. That's about that. But let's see here. There's something I want to do really quickly. Let's go and hop back over here. Let's do observations, RTMA analysis. I swore there was a way I could look at the winds here. Let's see, observe precipitation. We have this. Yeah, definitely pretty hefty out there. Some of those eastern sides of Maine definitely got hit pretty good. Yeah, so I guess not. Let's see, got wind chill. Yeah, the temperature is a lot cooler. You can see actually here across Maine today, it's 7 degrees cooler than it was yesterday. So obviously because of that, cooler air it's bringing down from the north. Let's see here. I'm gonna wait and see. Does the Hurricane Center have anything new on it yet? Let's see. We're gonna bring this up. Not that. I don't want to go to NOAA. Let's see here. NHC here. There we go. All right. New update came out at. Oh, there we go. There you go. 4:10 p.m. It's still at 70 mile an hour sustained with gusts obviously higher. So we are seeing that pressure right now. 968 millibars. I'm just amazed by the wind field of this beast. Like I said, that yellow, that's where the tropical storm force winds are at right now. It's just absolutely nuts. It's crazy. Estimated wind field, I'll mention. But yeah, you can see Lee makes landfall in far western Nova Scotia there. So it has officially made landfall. It has not made landfall in New Brunswick yet, by the way, y'all. That's still going to be a couple hours. But, yep, storm's now in western Nova Scotia, the center of it. Let's see here. I don't think they upgraded or updated the graphics. I think they just updated the statement here and say it makes landfall. But it officially has made landfall, my friends. Let's see. There's a big tree in my backyard. Smaller tree keeps bumping into it. It's starting to tilt. Oh, that's not good, Melissa. Hope it does not fall. I'm right there with you. Hopefully it doesn't fall. Let's see here. But anyways, let's see here, y'all. So I'm not sure how long I should be live for today, y'all, because we're already over 2 hours of being live today. If y'all don't know, like I said, I am moving still, so I could use this time to help pack and stuff. But yeah, I mean, officially it's made landfall, y'all. Most of it is, most of the heavy stuff has happened across Nova Scotia. Now it's just a decaying storm from here on out, really. So I think I'm probably gonna call it a live stream here very soon, you guys. Because, like I said, it's been a pretty decent stream today so far, and like I said, official landfall has just happened, and not to mention the heaviest impacts have pretty much already happened here. But yeah, no, it's just going to continue being windy for a while. I mean, windy and rainy for a lot of these places. Once again, we'll go over the verdict one last time before we sign off here for now. I don't think we're gonna go live again today because I gotta pack and stuff like that. Like I said, I'm moving here on the 7th, so packing all my stuff is what I'm gonna do. Obviously, the last thing I'm gonna pack is my monitors and my computer. But yeah, like I said, I'm just glad I was able to be here for a couple hours with y'all. To make sure that you guys are prepared and understanding what's happening. Overall, let's see here. We're going to hop you guys back over here to the main screen. We'll do one last power update here real quickly. So last update here we looked at was at 92,000 people. We're at 96,000 people without power now, which is, yeah, definitely Aerostick, I think is what it was. Arustick. Arustick is now having more and more people without power overall. The big county, the huge county of Maine, starting to lose a lot more people with power, or a lot more people without power, I should say. Yeah, so Maine's definitely being the most impacted here in terms of power outages. Last time I heard from Nova Scotia, it was around 160,000 in general. So that is that. Let's go ahead and go over these graphics one more time, y'all, before we roll off here. Once again, the storm right now is currently post-tropical. Sustained winds here of 70 miles per hour with gusts obviously a little higher. It's starting to roll over land now. The system is starting to roll over land. Which is, you know, it's definitely dying out. A lot of dry air is getting pulled into it, as well as it's making landfall, which is not good. But yeah, that's that. Let's go and do one last look at the rainfall expectancy here. And you can actually see how we have ourselves, you know, the majority of the rainfall across eastern Maine, as well as, you know, mostly New Brunswick. Yeah, mostly New Brunswick is going to be the place that's going to experience the most amount of rainfall. You know, like we were showing you guys, it's the central interior portion of New Brunswick here that is probably going to be seeing the heaviest. Also, extreme eastern Maine. I mean, possibly, you know, 4 to 6 inches of rainfall being a good possibility overall. So a lot of decent heavy rain out of that. Down there by, you know, Cape Cod, you've already seen pretty much most of your rainfall. I don't think you're going to be seeing too much more out of that. And of course, whenever it comes to the latest satellite imagery, y'all, like I said, with the satellite here, yeah, you can see a lot of that dry air. There's hardly any precipitation, hardly any, you know, convection happening over Nova Scotia because of all that dry air that's just killing the storm and suffocating it. The left-hand side, I mean, shoot, you can even see here in the latest scans here that the precipitation, you see how that yellow starting to disappear there? Oh, yeah, it's definitely starting to weaken. You can honestly just tell that in the precipitation core. I mean, here, look what I'm talking about. So you can see right as it was over Maine, see how there's a lot of yellow? Now it's like turning into just green, which is showing that precipitation is being dispersed more. You know, a lot less heavy rainfall in general is a good possibility out of that. So it's definitely weakening. It's weakening very quickly. Like I said, especially now that we've officially made landfall here in Nova Scotia. So that is that, my friends. That is the latest information on this. Let's see here. Live stream tomorrow? Yes, I'll be live. Let's see here. Thanks for your excellent coverage. Peace and love from Maine. Take care and good luck with your move. Thank you so much, Nature Girl. Very sweet of you, and you're very welcome. Proxy says, Andrew, quick favor. Okay. Let's see. What line of storms did I see in Ohio? A few graphics earlier. Let's see here. What line of storms did I see? Let's see here. You're talking about on the models here? Is that what you're talking about? So we had the HRRR. It actually does show a few storms, maybe. I wouldn't, you know, trust this too much, but shows maybe a little bit of storms actually pretty early for the 18th. But yeah, no, that's what we're seeing here mostly, Proxy. Right, let's see here. In terms of the Storm Prediction Center, you can see for today. Here, let's go and full screen this. For today, you're not in any risk for severe weather. Tomorrow, there's a chance for a few thunderstorms, but not supposed to be anything crazy or severe. And you can see there for day 3 or Monday, possibly a few thunderstorms overall, but that's that. Yeah, Proxy, there's nothing significant happening in your region in the next little bit. Not too worried about it. So obviously, you know, I'll keep you updated, Proxy. If there's anything that's heading your way, we'll let you know. But yeah, once again, Proxy, I appreciate you and all the support you've given us. That goes to everybody here. Thank you all for being here. I mean, every single person that was watching this today. What time am I sticking the streaming tomorrow? I'm not sure. I'm only going to do one stream tomorrow because I've been doing the 2 live streams a day for updates on the morning updates and evening updates. So one live stream tomorrow. It'll probably be right around 8 o'clock p.m. or so, maybe. We'll figure it out. I'll figure it out here. Depends on if something significant happens, then we'll be live. For example, if this thing goes slight risk tomorrow, which I don't think it will, then I will go live for it. Which right now I'm not planning to go live for this event. But if I do go live tomorrow, right now I'm just planning it to be a forecast stream, maybe personal forecast or something like that, something along that standards is what I'm thinking. But anyways, Proxy says also, may your move be safe and easy. Thank you, Proxy. Very sweet of you. So people are dumping buckets of water on our house. Yeah, for sure. So I live in Maine, hasn't got an outage yet, says Cast. Well, hopefully you go throughout the storm without getting power outages. That would be pretty bad if you did. But all right, y'all. Well, that's gonna go ahead and conclude the coverage here. Like I said, sorry it's not longer, but like I said, I'm in process of doing things. I gotta, get prepared to move and all of that stuff, and like I said, we've already done about 2 hours and 15 minutes of coverage. I think that's a decent coverage, and like I said, it's not to mention it's already made landfall. It just made landfall here. So like I said, bottom line, guys, if you live across portions of Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, and Maine, just be on the lookout. The main problem is wind. Main problem is wind. For the coastlines, a little bit of surging is possible. The heaviest surging has already happened for the most part. If not, it's happening right now from whenever it made landfall there. So it officially made landfall about a half hour ago, guys. And but that's that. Let's see here. Thank you, Andrew. You're very welcome, Jenny. You're very, very welcome. Let's go ahead and give a big shout out to all of our donators here for today. We had quite a few supporters today. Gotta say a big thank you to our supporters here. Let's see here. We had ourselves Team Kenny being a member for 10 months. Thank you so much. We had Tabletop. We had Love for Jesus always. Thank you so much. We had Proxy coming up with a really big support on Venmo and on the Super Chat. Thank you so much, Proxy. We love you. Let's see here. We had Wayne. Thank you so much, Wayne. We had Little Timmy. We had Jenny. And that is all of our supporters we had here for today. Thank you guys, honestly, from the bottom of my heart. Y'all are very sweet. I appreciate it all. Like I said, it's going to help go towards my move. It's going to help, help the funds towards my move and, help out, just me in general, with all kinds of stuff. It'll help out with rent and stuff like that, too. So I really appreciate it, guys. Once again, thank you all so much for being here. Y'all absolutely rock. But all right, guys. Well, you guys have a great rest of your day. Like I said, we're gonna go ahead and head over here to the ending screen. We're gonna go ahead and call it a day. Once again, y'all, just please be careful out there. Please be safe. And if there's anything we can do for you, just know we have a Discord. Our Discord's down in the description. Like I said, if you have any questions, feel free to ping me on Discord, and I'll try my best to answer as soon as possible. But okay. Well, you guys take care, and like I said, we'll catch you guys in a little bit here for tomorrow. Not sure what time yet, but we'll figure that out whenever the time comes. All right, guys. Y'all take care. We love you. Be safe out there, and we'll see you guys later tomorrow. The stream's going to count down here starting now. Go ahead and say your final goodbyes. And all right, guys. Be careful, and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace out, my friends.